Shout out to Renata Mulatta for this one. And she puts here, mulattoes were never the ones who labeled the term quote unquote offensive. And she's talking about the term mulatto, right? Mulattoes, us, we're not the ones who labeled it as being offensive. It's other forces, other people who are pushing that on us and the public, saying, that's an offensive word, like they're trying to educate us. And then she puts, as we know, the designation was imposed through the 1924 Racial Integrity Act as a deliberate attempt to erase the mulatto identity. And the misconception persists to this day. People must respect that only mulattoes can assess the offensiveness of the word mulatto. And that is precisely correct. It's only us mulattoes who can say if the word is offensive or not. And there's many mulattoes who believe it to be offensive until they get some further education. And also when they start to observe social media networks like mine and others, then they realize, oh wait, we're reclaiming the word. The word represents us. I've been seeing it with my own eyes the past few years. People reclaiming the word, once believing that the word was offensive. There was even a short period of time in my life, for me, I had the perception that the word was offensive, for like a few months. And then, shortly after, I started telling people, oh, I'm mulatto. Because I realized like that's our word. That's the word that represents us. And if it's offensive, okay, it's offensive. But that's the word that represents us. And the key thing here that Renata Mulatta is stating, shout out to her, is nobody should be telling us it's offensive except for us. It's our word. It's who we are. We're the only ones who are going to tell people. That's very important. It is ironic that those who most eager to police us, calling the term quote unquote offensive, are the same people who call each other the N-word. And she's speaking in more specific terms of the African American community, because it's not continental Africans or Caribbean Africans that I find that are saying, that word's offensive. It's more so specifically, it's pretty much always 99% of the time, African American people who find the word quote unquote offensive and they want to police your identity. I'm not saying all, but these are the people you run into who have an issue with the word mulatto. I'm offended that they are trying to tell me it's an offensive word. And I'm looking at you like, you're not even mulatto. Just please mind your business. Okay. You're not one of us. It's like, well, you're trying to divide us and divide our community. You're being hateful and blah, blah. Look, we've heard it all before. If you want to listen to hip hop songs where Kendrick Lamar and these other characters are using the N-word, throwing the N-word around and all this other vulgarity, you need to shut your mouth. When you're talking to mulattoes, talking about the word mulatto, it's none of your business. And I'm happy to see more mulattoes understand this and push back and call it out, because this is our word. We're the only ones who are going to be able to tell people if it's offensive or not. Period. End of story. Shout out to Renata Mulatta for this one. This is great. What do you guys have to say about this? Post a comment below. Talk to you next time.